iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career. And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Perry, the man in motion. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Saints in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week. And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. 93. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 32 on the play. Play action. Now it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. In motion, that's Tolbert. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape. The team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll go again with Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. When you look at the Saints' defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here's 3rd and 3. Lance going to throw. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To throw, it's Lance. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
3rd and 4. And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Yellow. 6. Mega.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On the ready. Ready.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9.
12, 10. Ready.
Gibson again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now third. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. return is Williams. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr in trouble, and he's taken down. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Carr now on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
93.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
17.
Left side to Lamb. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They gave him the option there on 3rd and short, run or pass, you choose, and he decided to fling it out to the perimeter, and that was the right call as they pick up the 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. And this will be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out now, 52.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Carr now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Carr to throw. Flush to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
6-18. 29. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 7:34. That's it.
Carr to throw again. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
29.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Later one. From 7:34. Hey, 7:34.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
93. 93. And later 2.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Looks, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Yellow, zoom.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here is 3rd and 5. Carr now to throw. Gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still going double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Black ultra. Red cycle.
Lance now on 1st down. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Completes it to Perry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. And in a relatively quick manner. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively.
These guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Black shot.
The Lance going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And Lance now to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Lance looks to throw again. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Lance now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Okay, right?
Now Lance looking to change it up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready. Striker, 3-3.
Now Lance again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Brzee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go, first and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now Lance. Touchdown, Cowboys! A.J. Dillon taking it in. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is first and 10. Now Carr. That is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Monday, down. Hey, 7:34. What's up?
Carr to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Monday, down. That's up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. Fights out the defender. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
29. 29.
Here's Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And they'll run it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
How about that there? right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now.
Here's first and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Oh, good move. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up first and 10 here.
38.
Lance looking to throw. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.